It took me only 15 years reporting on money and how people should be using it to have the following epiphany. If you want to get rich, if you want to be wealthier than you are today, you really need to do only 4 things. That's right, just 4 things. You need to make a decent living. You need to spend less than you make. You need to invest the money you don't spend so that it can work as hard for you as you're working for yourself. And you need to protect yourself and this financial world you've built so that a disaster, big or small, doesn't take it all away from you. Everything else is just window dressing. The fees and how to avoid them, the advisors and how to hire them, the deals, the scams, the ins, the outs, they are all interesting. Some of them are even quite important. But until you've conquered the heart of the matter, they're all minutia. The 4 cornerstones, by contrast, are the meat and potatoes of your financial life. If you do those things today, you'll start getting rich tomorrow. And once you feel set financially, you'll be able to start focusing on the truly important things in life. After I had my epiphany, I stood there for a little while. Okay, I'll let you in on a little secret. I had my epiphany where I often have my best thoughts, in the shower. As I let the hot water run out, I had little doubt that every woman, every person in America wants a little more financial security and the independence it would bring. So the real question is, if it's so simple, why aren't we all richer? And that's where, for women in particular, the answer is more complicated than the question. Most women in this country are far from rich. We've all heard the dismal statistics. At retirement, a woman's average payout will be 56% less than a man's her age. Women lose roughly $650,000 in earnings, missed promotions, raises, and benefits as a result of caregiving to children and aging parents. For 1 in 4 women, Social Security is the only source of income. 1/3 more women than men live below the poverty level. You hear these numbers cited so often, yes, sometimes by me, that you'd be perfectly reasonable in thinking that these are the reasons women aren't richer. But these are not reasons, these are results. These are examples of the things that happen because you and other women aren't as wealthy as you'd like to be. The reason most women aren't richer and the reason that you aren't as rich as you'd like to be is that you can't get out of your own way. That's right, you are a big part of the problem. You set up roadblocks that stop you on the way to wealth. You have a million excuses that prevent you from earning as much as you'd like, saving as much as you'd like, keeping as much as you'd like for your own future. Have you ever, for instance, heard yourself or the other women in your life say, "I'm just not good with money. I can't get up the nerve to ask for a raise. My husband or partner takes care of our finances. My husband doesn't want me managing our money. I'm going to buy those shoes. After all, you only live once. I can't find a financial advisor or planner or broker or lawyer or accountant or insurance salesman I trust. I don't have time to deal with my money." And so on. If you're sitting there rolling your eyes, cringing, or shaking your head because these excuses sound so familiar, then you've come to the right place. Maybe you don't say them in exactly that way. Maybe you prefer to think them silently rather than saying them out loud, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. And the fact is, these words, these harmful, negative, demoralizing words and phrases have to go. Why? Because these excuses allow us to believe it's okay that we don't know where to start. They give us the leeway to set off on what might very well be the right path, then get sidetracked. They let us off the hook when something big, even monumental, rocks our world and sends us all the way back to go. I understand all of these reasons. I understand the excuses, too. In fact, for many years, if they didn't come out of my mouth, they definitely wrapped their ugly little tentacles around my brain and prevented me from taking action. And I know you probably think, no way. But I also know that somewhere in San Francisco, a woman named Liz is probably nodding her head. She was my good friend in college and my roommate in Brooklyn when we were in our 20s. And she's the one who suffered when I didn't pay the phone bill or the cable bill and our service on both got turned off. Liz knows, but I'm sure that those of you who see me on television and read me in magazines telling you what to do with your money think that I emerged from the womb this way, that my umbilical cord was a ticker tape, that my nursery was wallpapered with dollar bills. I wish that were the case. Nothing could be further from the truth.